Teachers, respected teachers, our principal, and our beloved guest, that is Mr. Major Mohommed Ali Shah. As we all know, we are gathered here today as the nation celebrates the 22nd anniversary of our 1999 Kargil War. Now, this day is also commemorated as the Kargil Vijay Diwas. It was on this very day when India successfully won the Kargil War and took control back over the higher outposts. The Kargil War lasted for 60 days, which ended on 26th of July 1999, when India bounced back by taking control over what was rightfully ours. Now, 22 years later, we still remember these soldiers who laid their lives for their country. Their sacrifice will never be forgotten. We are proud of the strength of our armed forces, and we salute the bravery and courage and the sacrifice of our soldiers. So can we give a Jai Hind to everyone? Come on, can we give a salute to them? Everyone, come on. Jai Hind.
Okay. Ma'am,
yes.
That assembly that I also do that salute only.
Yes, Ashita. Yes, I just wanted to salute. We all saluted the bravery and courage and the sacrifice of our soldiers, right? So I would request everyone to please switch off their mic, mute yourselves. Okay, we'll begin with a short introduction of a guest. Okay, our guest is Major Mohommed Ali Shah. Okay, he is a dedicated actor, international TEDx speaker, TV panelist, motivational speaker, a craftsman of his own trade. Major Mohommed Ali Shah is the most sought after international speaker who has given the highest number of TEDx talks, not only in India, but all over the world. Of late, he has been continuously working and delivering back-to-back motivational sessions on dealing with coronavirus situation to millions across the globe, which has uplifted many people in these tiring times. As a motivator and a speaker, he specializes in converting one's negative thoughts and their life, and converting their negatives into positives, disadvantage into advantages, liabilities into assets, and their darkness into light, even converting their weaknesses into strengths. He is also a political analyst, a defense expert, and a defense analyst on many popular Indian news channels. He was invited to be an Indian jury for the prestigious International Public Speaking Championship that was held for the very first time in India on 21st of December 2019. Major Ali Shah is also making a difference in people's lives as a trainer, life coach, and a storyteller. His assignment for HDFC Live, wherein sessions of motivational talks were conducted pan-India across Delhi, Bangalore, and Calcutta, was highly appreciated by one and all and gotten standing ovations at all locations. Another interesting and prestigious assignment was for a pyramid reality, that of a storyteller, to make kids and elders too aware of the Indian culture and rituals and the significance behind the festivals. He is a renowned theatre and film personality too, with several international awards in his city, and he is a visiting faculty at Subhash Ghai's Whistling Woods International. He has also been the Jaipur city coordinator for the IPL matches since the last two sessions of the IPL, including the women's IPL that started this year. He did his first play when he was 5 years old and was bitten by the bug of acting ever since. He has a huge body of work in theatre, including several productions with alumni of the National School of Drama. He did his schooling from Lawrence School, Wadgao, and graduated from the Ferguson College, Pune. While in Pune, he acted in several short films with the students of the Film and the Television Institute of India and has a certificate also from there. He joined the Short Service Commission in the Army to train as a commando and was posted at the Indo-Pak border at the line of control as a young lieutenant. he was awarded a commendation card for his exceptional and meritorious service to the nation for being unmindful of his own personal safety and going beyond the call of duty while serving the Assam Rifles in the Northeast. He is also an alumni of the prestigious IIM Calcutta and has done theatre with thespians such as Tom Alter, Nasiruddin Shah, who incidentally is also his father's younger brother or his uncle. His father has served as the Deputy Chief of the Army Staff and also is the former Vice Chancellor of the Aligarh Muslim University, and is currently the Pro-Chancellor of the prestigious USTM and has been a member of the board of Wilhelm's Boys School and IMM Lucknow. Major Mohommed Ali Shah has acted in FPI alumni Sri Ram Raghavan's Agent Vinod, if we all are aware of this, and in Vishal Bhardwaj Haidar, which won him 5 national awards apart from several other prestigious film awards. He has recently completed shooting for National School of Drama alumnus and National Award-winning director Digmanshu Dhulia's latest film, that's Yara. Janu Barwa's Broken Window also, which was produced by Priyanka Chopra, was where he acted. Incidentally and interestingly, most of the filmmakers Shah has worked with are National Film Award winners. So can we give him a big round of applause? Okay. Major Ali, he won the coveted award of Best Actor at the prestigious Delhi International Film Festival, Best Actor at the International Film Festival of Prayag, apart from a special mention by jury and critics for outstanding performance, and Best Actor at the Aligarh Film Saz International Film Festival. Despite having several interesting film projects, theatre still remains the first love of this major actor. So we've done with the introduction. We would like our guest to share his thoughts and his inspirational story, some motivation to our students. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Jai Hind. Hello, children. Jai Hind. Hi, children. Firstly, I would like to thank Mrs. Abba Yadav ma'am with all my heart and soul, and she's a very, very dear friend, and I really look up to her, idolize her, one of our role models, in fact, and to have invited me over here to speak to the Rahul International School, the Wadgao Sheri branch in Pune. And Pune is a city which is very close to my heart because I did my graduation from Pune, as we just rightly read out, ma'am, from Ferguson College. In fact, I don't know how it happened, but I fluked it to be crowned the Mr. Pune Talent in the year 1999. So Pune is a very, very close city to me, and of course, you are very fortunate to be studying in such a good school with such wonderful faculty and such a person right at the helm. Your principal, you are very, very lucky, very, very fortunate children, and you all must make the best use of that. Now, having said that, I would like to congratulate each one of you on this auspicious day of Kargil Vijay Diwas, when we had attained victory in fighting a battle 22 years back in Kargil, where many of my seniors from the army had taken part and who had given up their lives for the nation, defending our motherland. I will tell you some small stories from there as well. But before that, let me tell you another small story. When I saw you all wonderful children, I got reminded of the fact of the time when I was a child like you all. And let me tell you one thing. As a small child, I had a very, very bad speech impediment. I couldn't speak at all. I used to stammer, stutter, lisp, get stuck while speaking. I was so shy and so introverted. I couldn't even say my name. I have the smallest name in the world, perhaps. Ali, A-L-I. And if someone would ask me my name, come here, beta, come here, what's your name? I would feel so shy and I would hide under the bed. I wouldn't come out. I was always teased and bullied by my classmates. They would always make fun of me. They would tease me. Nobody wanted to be friends with me, in fact. And I hated studies. I just did not like studies. I used to like, when will these studies end? Why will these exams end? And you all are very lucky. You have such wonderful teachers to teach you. And you know what happened one day? I went up on stage for an elocution competition, right? And when I went up on stage, I saw this teacher, incidentally, Abha ma'am, not our principal over here. The teacher's name was also Abha, in fact. Not Abha Jadhav ma'am, but Mrs. Abha Sharma ma'am. No, yeah, it was Mrs. Abha Sharma ma'am. And she was there and I saw her and I got so scared. I forgot my line on stage. I did not know what to do. I just froze on stage. My hands were shivering, my feet had turned cold, my face turned red. And I was like, now what do I do? All I said was, thank you. And I went back and I sat on my desk. Anyhow, that night in school, everyone made fun of me. I was in a boarding school, which means you people at least used to go home. Right now you're having your online classes. That time I used to stay in the school. We had our dormitories in school. All right. Okay, Shlok. And Shlok, you're very cute. Huh? In fact, all of you are very cute. All right. Then I had, in fact, what a coincidence, you know. My friends in school, there was a boy called Shlok. He used to bully me a lot in school. He was a very, very big bully. And then there was one Haryan. And then there was Shreyanka. And then there was Ishita. Ishita was a very sweet girl actually in her class. No, not our Ishita over here. Not Ishita Sancheti, but different Ishita. Ishita was from Nainta, from Rajasthan in fact, from Jodhpur. Ishita, are you also from Jodhpur by any chance?
What?
Are you from Rajasthan? Are you from Jodhpur?
Yes, I am in right school.
Yes, see, I knew. Okay, then there was Gauri, not Gauri Thorot, but of course, there was a different Gauri. Gauri Gupta was there, and then we had very different people over there. And I was like, they all were teasing me. But I said, I will not let this mistake happen again in my next attempt. So this time at night, I studied very hard. I worked very hard. And there's a difference when you speak, when you recite something, and when you read something. So when you read something, you are just reading it. But when you recite something, you have memorized it and you're reciting out of your memory. And when you speak something, like the way Shita and I were just speaking to each other, it is impromptu. You speak. So difference between speaking, reading, and reciting. You can read in your mind as well, but if you're reading loudly, orally, it's a different feeling altogether. Now, I had worked so hard that the entire night I kept reading. In the morning, the first class was the English class. And as I told you, we had Abha ma'am, Abha Sharma ma'am, not Abha Jadhav, a different ma'am. Abha ma'am was there, and first class was Abha ma'am's class. And I was very scared of Abha ma'am. So Abha ma'am asked, okay, who will read? Now Shlok, who used to always bully me, no, not our Shlok, a different Shlok who was there with me in school. And he said, you read. Like, don't bully me like that, yeah. I will read if I have to read, but don't bully me like that. So finally, I lifted my hand up. And then Abba ma'am said, okay, come forward and read. And I started reading. It was a oath which we were studying, which we take in the army, which says, the safety, honor, welfare of your country comes first, always and every time. The honor, welfare, and comfort of the men you command comes next. Your own ease, comfort, and safety comes last, always and every time. Now, this was an oath which we take in the army as well. So I read this and everybody was like very impressed and they all clapped for me. After that, I took part in the elocution competition and everybody wanted to be friends with me now. Suddenly, now Shlok, the biggest bully of the class, stopped bullying me thereafter. And then there was Trishika. No, not our Trishika over here, not Trishika Mishra, but this Trishika Mishra is in grade 1. But Trishika was the head girl of the school at that time. She was a senior. So Trishika said, okay, let's let everyone get a chance to speak. And then I did another poem in school, which every class 12th boy, everyone who's 18 or about to finish school, will be able to relate with this. So this poem was, we both left home at 18. It's written by somebody by the name of Mr. B. Kumar, I think. I'm not very sure. You cleared the prestigious JEE. I cleared an entrance exam of UPSC. You got through IIT. I got through NDA. You pursued your degree. I pursued my passion and underwent the most rigorous and the toughest training. Your day started at 9 and ended at 5. Mine started at 5 and went on beyond 9 at night, which meant I had to stay up many a night. You had your grand convocation ceremony. I had my passing out parade with pride. Got a plum job. I got a way of life. You were sent on luxurious business trips. I was sent on the rugged line of control with 2 stars pipped on my shoulders, which I think are worth more than $1 million in the sky. You celebrated festivals with lights, music, firecrackers with family, and played with all kinds of things. I celebrated festivals in bunkers with my comrades and brothers in arms with real firearms and played with my life. We both got married. Your wife got to see you every day. My wife just wished I was alive. We both returned from our respective duties. You came back from a luxurious business trip. I came back from the rugged line of control. Both wives couldn't control the tears. And you wiped hers, but I couldn't. You hugged her, but I couldn't because my bullet-ridden body was lying in the coffin, and the coffin was wrapped with a tricolor with medals on my chest. My way of life ended. Yours continued. We both left home at 18 because martyrs never die. They become legends and live in our hearts and minds forever. How can a man die better than facing fearful odds for the ashes of his fathers and the temples of his gods? When you go home, tell them of ours and say, for your tomorrow we gave our today. All right, children. So it's a time to actually remember our martyrs. I will tell you a small story. You all are too young to understand it, but I will still try. If you don't understand it, you can always interrupt me. On 28th June 1999. Now, what happened in 1999? The Kargil war was on. And the story is of a senior of mine from the army. His name was Captain Hanifuddin. Captain Hanifuddin was sent on a long-range patrol to look for infiltrators who had come across from the border and who had entered into India. And his duty was to observe where all the enemy have entered and they are hiding. So they were going through snow and it was very cold. It was, your blood would freeze. It was that cold. An altitude of 17,000 feet above mean sea level. The enemy was already there, of course. But the greatest enemy was the lack of temperature, the climate, the conditions, the lack of oxygen. Where to get supplies, it was difficult for ration and supplies to reach over there. And now their job was to observe the enemy movement and report it to the base camp. And accordingly, the battalions would take action and they would launch their attack after planning. Which means Captain Hanifuddin and 4 officers, or 4 Jawans, a total of 5 of them set out. A platoon of 5 had set out in the snow. When Captain Hanifuddin saw with his binoculars some movement happening, he immediately tried to inform the headquarters that there is a movement of the enemy on a cliff. But the enemy observed the movement of the 5 brave Indian Army soldiers. So the enemy from there got ready, took positions to fire at our brave soldiers. Now, there is something known as an effective range and something known as a killing range. Effective range means if my weapon can fire 700 meters, it has the capability and the capacity to fire 700 meters. That does not mean that I will open fire when I see the enemy at 700 meters. I will wait for the enemy to come closer. And when the enemy is about 200 or 300 meters away from me, then I will open fire. Why? Because then I will be able to get maximum damage, the maximum casualty out of the enemy. I can see Shlok already getting excited with guns. Alright, Shlok. And then, as the enemy waited for our soldiers to come closer and closer and closer and closer, the enemy which was waiting for our soldiers to come now got ready and the officer gave order, okay, I can see the soldiers coming, get ready, fire! All over there was firing being spread. We could all see, there was only firing happening on the Indian Army soldiers. There were 5 of them. And there was fire coming from all directions. They were hiding there and they're firing, they're running with the fire. And they were running and charging and firing on the enemy. Because the aim was not to fire and fight with the enemy. The aim was to collect the information and return it to the headquarters so that the headquarters can launch a massive attack on that post. But then they had to defend. So now the platoon commander, Captain Hanifuddin, told, गोलियां आ रही है, आप एक काम करो, go back to your base camp. आप लोग वापस जाओ, यहाँ पे मैं अकेला इनको संभालूंगा. He told the soldiers to go back and he was alone to defend and to fight with the enemy. हमारा मिशन था, हमारा था कि दुश्मन की खबर लेना और इनकी खबरों को हेडक्वार्टर पे पहुंचाना. आप अपनी खबर लगो. I will handle them. But the men said, नहीं साहब, हम आपको अकेला छोड़ के नहीं जाएंगे. ये मेरा हुक्म है, ये मेरा आदेश है. This is an order. Go back to your base camp. I will fire. And they were firing, and there were bullets from all over. And he was firing. But then now what happened? Since he had passed the order that the other soldiers will return and give the information of the enemy intrusion at this particular post, the enemy started advancing and coming closer. And Captain Hanifuddin, the brave heart that he was, he was away from family. He didn't think of anything else. No family, no mother, no father, no siblings, no hometown. He just continued firing at the enemy till he ran out of ammunition. The bullet ran out. When the bullet ran out, there were no stones that he could pick up and he could fight. So finally, when he came face to face with the enemy and with hands, he fought. He fought till his last breath. He fought till he could fight. And the other soldiers, when they returned to the headquarters, they gave information of an enemy intrusion in this particular post. And that is how artillery fire could take place and they could plan an attack on the enemy, and ultimately the victory was ours. When the victory was ours, our infantry came to occupy that peak. Imagine, boys and girls, it was so cold. If you go to a hill station, if you go to Panchgani or Mahabaleshwar, early morning, it will be difficult to have a cup of tea because your hands will be frozen. But if you are on 17,000 feet above mean sea level in the snow and you're climbing up on those snow-clad mountains, how difficult it would be. So the men wanted early morning tea, and there were no utensils. There was no patili in which you drink milk, right? So now they took out the helmet, and in the helmet they made tea. And they all ultimately India won the Kargil war. The sacrifice of our brave men, the sacrifice. Today we celebrate Kargil Day with great military honors every year. With another letter which a senior of mine wrote before going on the final attack on the enemy. Aditya, I love your headphones. All right. And the letter reads, "My loving Papa, Mummy, and Granny. By the time this letter reaches you all, I would be observing you all from the skies, enjoying the hospitality of Apsaras. I have no regrets." Yes, beta, tell me. I have no regrets. In fact, if I were to join the army or I was to be born again, I would choose to join the army and serve my nation. Whichever organ needs to be taken should be taken and donated. Please donate some money to the orphanage and continue giving ₹50 to Luxana every month. Papa, you must be proud. Mama, please go and meet. The name is withheld. I loved her. Mama ji, please forgive me for anything wrong that I may have done. Anyhow, it's about time I go and join my clan of Dirty Dozen. My assault party has 12 chaps. Live life, king size. Yours, Robin Jai Hind. And you know, when another senior of mine, he told me when he got a Veer Chakra, he told me when he was starting school. Yes, beta? His father had written a letter to his school's principal. Just like Hurrien or Gauri or Sharana or Ishita or Sanvi, or your father or your mother would have written a letter to your principal or to your teachers, right? Similarly, he read out a letter which Abraham Lincoln, you all know who Abraham Lincoln was? He was the 16th president of the United States of America. He wrote a letter to his son's teacher. And what did he write when his son was starting school? He wrote, "My son starts school today. It is all going to be strange and new to him for a while, and I wish you would treat him gently. It's an adventure that might take him across continents. All adventures that probably include wars, tragedy, and sorrow. So, dear teacher, will you please take him by his hand and teach him things he will have to know? Teaching him, but gently if you can. Teach him that for every enemy there is a friend. He will have to know that all men are not just, all men are not true. But teach him also that for every scoundrel there is a hero. For every crooked politician there is a dedicated leader. Teach him that 10 cents earned is of far more value than a dollar found. In school, teacher, it is far more honorable to fail than to cheat. Teach him the wonder of books, but also give him quiet time to ponder about the extreme mysteries of birds in the sky, bees in the sun, and flowers on a green hill. Teach him to have faith in his own ideas, even if everyone tells him they're wrong. Try to give my son the strength not to follow the crowd when everyone else is doing it. Teach him to listen to everyone, but teach him also to listen all that he hears on a screen of truth and take only the good that comes through. Teach him to have. This was a wonderful letter, and I get emotional when I read this letter actually. He says, teach him to sell his talent and brains to the highest bidder, but never to put a price tag on his heart and soul. Let him have the courage to be impatient. Let him have the patience to be brave. Teach him to have sublime faith in himself, because only then will he always have sublime faith in mankind, in God. This is the order, teacher, but see what best you can do. He is such a nice little boy, and he is my son. And on the poem which I read in school, which I was about your age, it was by this very famous poet by the name of Rudyard Kipling. And Rudyard Kipling wrote this poem called If. Let me see if I can still remember it. After a long time I'll try it, but let's see. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for the doubting too. If you can dream and not make dreams your master. If you can think and not make thoughts your enemy. If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same. Or yeah, the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools. Or wash the things you give your life to. Broken. And stoop and build them up with one or tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss. And start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and snoo to serve your turn long after they're gone. And so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son. And now I'll tell you a small story again, guys. Children, once there was a very, very good cricketer. His name was Aditya. Not Aditya Malik, but a different Aditya. Alright. Aditya Bogawat, his name was. Okay. So Aditya Bogawat was a very, very good cricketer. And one day, Aditya Bogawat went to a jail, not as a prisoner, but to give a motivational talk. Now, Aditya Bogawat was a very good cricketer. He was an international TEDx speaker, a very good motivational speaker. So he went to motivate the prisoners over there. So the prisoners in the jail asked Aditya, Sir, how did you become such a good cricketer? And how did you become an international TEDx speaker, sir? So Aditya Bogawat said, when I was in class 1, my parents would tell me, my father and mother would tell me, son, the way you bowl, the way you bat, the way you hit the ball, the way you feel, the way you catch the ball, and the way you speak as well, son, if you continue playing like this, you will become an international cricketer very soon, when you grow up. And the way you speak, you can become the youngest TEDx speaker in the world, and you can become an international TEDx speaker. So see, my parents wished this for me, and today their wishes have come true. But you tell me, how did you land up in jail? Sir, actually, my story is very similar to your story. So when I was in class 3, I failed in maths. I was very weak in maths. I couldn't really calculate. I had a mental block to maths. So when my results came, I was to sign. My teacher asked me to get a signature from my parents on my mark sheet. So I went to get a signature from my parents. My father saw that mark sheet. He saw that I had only scored 1 out of 25 in maths. So he threw the notebook. Ah! Rubbish! You failed very badly. You will become a wreck. Nothing will happen to you. You cannot do anything. You will not make anything out of your life. You are useless. Very gada. कद्दू कुछ समझ में नहीं आता और बदतमीजी अलग करते हो हैं? कोई बात नहीं मानते हो पूरे टाइम वीडियो गेम्स खेलते हो. So then, and see, my parents said that to me, that you will probably land up in jail one day, and that is why, see, today their words have come true. So today I am now sitting in jail. So moral of the story is always think well for yourself and for others. हमेशा बोलो अच्छा हो सकता है ना? Now I'll tell you of another story. एक YouTube channel है by the name of, मेरा एक YouTube channel है, by the way. I will share the link here.
So in chat box?
Yes, chat box में आ गया आपके पास?
Yes, sir.
You can subscribe.
Yes, sir.
You can subscribe to it. You can share it if you want. And they are, all of you, I will get notification. If you can share, if you can subscribe to it, it'll be very nice. And you can see a lot of talks of mine over there in that. So now I will tell you.
1 minute, I am clicking the link.
How sweet. All right. And now there is, now what happened, there is a friend of mine. He's very small like you all. And he plays Minecraft all day and night. He just plays Minecraft. So school में क्या करता है? Online classes, he puts his screen down and he plays Minecraft. He puts his camera off. His teachers keep telling him, come on, switch on your camera. Come on. Who's that? Now who's that? Switch on your camera. वो अपना camera off करके या तो breakfast खा रहा होगा, या तो video games खेल रहा होगा, या तो chat कर रहा होगा. So, but then he's very intelligent also, but ये तो है. Now, I am sharing one more link. This is of all the gamers.
I can see one more link.
Link is of Minecraft. All right. So now, children, always listen to your parents. Always listen to your teachers. Always respect your seniors. Many times we feel, अरे, because I know, अब मैं नाम नहीं लूंगा, मगर मैं आप में से कुछ है मेरे जो मैं I'm a mind reader. I read minds, by the way. You want to play this game with me of mind reading? Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. We'll play a game. And where I will read your mind.
Sir, I don't have games. I have only two games in my laptop.
Okay. No, but I will play a simple game with you all.
I also don't game in a laptop.
I'm a mind reader.
Sir, I have a game in Google.
Okay.
Me, I also
have
have.
Google.
All right.
I also have a laptop.
But in my father's
All right.
mobile.
I'm a mind reader.
So I play Minecraft in my mother's phone.
Oh, I know you're naughty brat. You're naughty brat. अच्छा, आप में से कोई ऐसा है, मैं जानता हूँ. I will not take a name. कल क्या हुआ था? कल I will tell you what happened. One of you, and I know who it is. I will not take a name, but you will know who I'm talking about. One of you got to hear. तुम बिल्कुल बात नहीं सुनते हो. You don't listen. You don't listen only, bhai. Listen to me. Shlok is smiling. Shlok is thinking, how does he know? Because Shlok thinks that's my story. तुम बात सुना करो यार, तुम बात नहीं सुनते हो. And especially this morning, 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. Yes, 4 of you. I know over here. When you were sleeping and when you were being woken up, you didn't want to get up. You didn't feel like waking up. Come on, yes, I know. Sanvi is like laughing. Sanvi knows. How does he know? How does he know? Okay, now we'll play this game and I will tell you the mind reading. Okay, and I know you were getting late to log into your class. So your parents, your mother quickly logged in until you joined. So Sanvi is laughing. Oh God, how does he know? Okay, now we'll play this game. All right, let's play this game.
Sir, I wake up on 8:30.
I know, Shlok. I know, beta. Okay, now.
I wake up 7 o'clock, yeah, 8 o'clock.
Okay, have you all subscribed to this channel?
I wake
Yes,
up.
I subscribed only one. I know didn't I subscribe second one. I don't understand only. Sir, I subscribed 0.
Oh, all right. Anyways, up to you. It's your wish.
I subscribe.
Oh, good. You're my best friend. Thank you. And okay, I will tell you other thing now.
Thank you.
We'll play this game. Let's ready with this game. Okay.
Yes, sir, I said.
Think of any number in this whole world fast.
Right.
Now, ideally, if it's a small number, it will be better for you only to calculate.
With a small number.
But don't tell me. But don't tell me about the number. Think of a number and don't tell me about the number. Okay.
Okay.
Thought? What?
Number is 1.
No, but don't tell me, beta.
I can see a third link in a chat box.
Okay. Wait, there is another link which I am sending to you all. And this was a letter which I wrote to the little Ali, the little me. And the same link, you can subscribe to this. And in fact, yeah, this link. When I was in class 1, when I wrote this letter to now, last year, to when I would have been when I was in class 1. So you can imagine. Okay, now ready for the game. Guys, ready? And then after I have to go live on television on a channel, and it'll be nice if you can see my television debate on this channel. Through my channel you can see it. Okay, think of a number. Don't tell me.
Sir, you first one Minecraft YouTube channel?
Yes, the second one is Minecraft YouTube channel. That's right. It's called Bro Stunts Night. Anyhow.
I play Minecraft.
You play Minecraft?
Yes.
I knew you play Minecraft. I said I will not take the name, and I was talking about you. And I know for a fact, when Hori and I also know this much, tell me if I'm wrong. Okay, beta? We are friends? Hi, Aditya, you want to say something, beta?
My name is Tinan.
No, Aditya was raising his hand. All right. Orion, tell me if I'm wrong. You, yesterday, you were playing Minecraft and your mother was calling you to eat food. You said, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, I'm playing Minecraft. My friend is waiting. Am I right or wrong?
No.
I know I'm right. I know you did that. Okay. Okay. I will tell you another story now. We'll play the game later. I'll tell you a story. Now, there were these two girls, Sanvi, not Sanvi Sharma, but Sanvi Sancheti. Okay. So, Sanvi Sancheti and her sister, Trishika. Not Trishika Mishra. No, no. So, her name is also Trishika Sancheti, obviously. So, Sanvi Sancheti and Trishika Sancheti had gone to the market and with their mother. Okay. And their mother was there with them. And so Sanvi and Trishika were fighting over a juice bottle. Oh my, no, you take, no, I will take. And the juice bottle fell down. Tash! And it broke. When the juice bottle fell down, their mother, whose name was Ishita, okay, not this Ishita, Ishita auntie I'm talking about. So Ishita auntie ne unko bola, Ishita auntie was the mother of Sanvi and Trishika. Ishita auntie said, "You useless girl, you silly girl, you stupid girl, you idiot! Why did you break that juice bottle? What a damage!" Just like how Shlok had this juice bottle just now, like that. Alright. So Sanvi and Trishika got very scared. They did not know what to do. Just a minute. I'm getting a call, important call. Just a minute. Huh? Just a minute.
Sir, you are mute. Shlok sir is calling someone. 1 minute, wait.
What are you doing?
Hi, Shlok.
Hi.
Sorry, children, I got a call. And it was an important call. That's why I put on mute. Okay. Now what happened? One more incident I'll give you. Soham, not Soham Bogawat, but Soham and Shlok were two brothers. Okay, not Shlok me, but different Shlok. Soham and Shlok were two brothers, and their father's name is Aditya. Okay, not Aditya Malik, but Aditya uncle. So Aditya uncle went with Soham and Shlok to the market. And Soham and Shlok were once again now fighting over a juice bottle. Mine, no mine, no mine. And it fell down. Tash. Now Aditya uncle told Soham and Shlok, "You naughty boys, you bad boys, what you did just now was something very silly. So which is better? Calling the child stupid or calling the child's action stupid? You tell me. Who will answer? Come on. Arya, let's hear from you.
Sir, can you one more repeat?
You want to hear? Okay, then you can see the YouTube channel, beta. There are links in that. There are a lot of talks in that. And I can go. I love speaking to you all. I love children, and I can go on speaking to
Bye.
you. And I will end over here. It was wonderful meeting you and speaking to you all. And thank you, Abba ma'am, for having giving me the honor of inviting
Bye.
me over to speak to these children. Bye, children. Because I had just got a call from a channel and they were waiting for me. So I told them, okay, I'm just joining you in some time. And that is why I had to mute myself and I had to take up that call. But I hope all of you have subscribed to the YouTube channel. Raise your hand if you have.
Yes, sir. Sir, sorry, ma'am, that you share that sir share that screen. Sir, send this chat box in link. Can you send in Google Classroom?
Ma'am can
Yes,
share
yes,
it with
we
you.
will.
Ma'am, if you can share it with them, please, it will be lovely to have these wonderful children over there. And if you can write to me on Facebook, Mohommed Ali Shah, I'll respond back certainly, and I will. And let me tell you, I have this online public speaking academy of mine where I train children because when I was a small child, I told you I would stammer, stutter, lisp. I couldn't speak clearly at all. Very nice. All right, sweet. So there was no one to really guide me at that time. So I said, what I went through as a child, the trauma I went through as a child, huh? So I will not let that happen with the other children as well. So if you wish to join my public speaking academy, you can. And I would be very happy to work with you all. I have 5-year-olds to 10-year-olds to 20-year-olds to 30-year-olds to 50-year-olds to 80-year-olds. All right. You take care, and Abha ma'am will help you with that. And she can, if you want to come in touch, we would. Abha ma'am, she has my number. She has all the details. She's a very, very dear friend of mine, and I till today, even though she's a personal friend, but I'm very scared of her even now. You know why I'm scared of her? Yeah, I'm scared of her because her image for me in school when I was a child. I was very scared of my principal. And then I had a ma'am, remember I told you, whose name was also Abha ma'am, Abha Sharma ma'am, who I was very scared of. So when I look at Abha ma'am, I feel, oh God, principal, oh, I would shiver that way. Thank you very much, children. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Abha ma'am. Wonderful speaking to you.
Bye, principal ma'am. Bye.
Wait for 2 minutes.
Wait for 2 minutes. No one will leave. Okay. We would ask Blessy ma'am to give vote of thanks. Blessy ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So, very good afternoon to everybody. So, I will quickly get into the responsibility given to me. First of all, thank you very much to Major Mohommed Ali Shah, sir, for this inspirational talk that you had with our kids and also us teachers. Thank you very much. That's going to be a very motivational journey here on for all of us. So thank you so much, and whatever information you have shared about all your platforms, we would definitely be joining and following it and taking an update on it. Thank you so much for your guidance. All the best for all your ventures in future. May you shine bright for our nation. So all the best, sir. Thank you very much for your precious time that you took out from your busy schedule. So all the best. That's it from our side. Thank you, Principal Ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you all the parents and students. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Wait, everyone. Please wait. We haven't finished yet.
So everybody, on the whole, thanks to everyone. Thanks to RIS Wadgao Sheri for organizing this particular program. Has been very helpful to me also in person. So from my end also, thank you to everybody. Once again, thank you very much, sir. That's it from my
Bye,
end.
teachers. Bye, all friends. And bye, and principal. Bye, friends.
Wait, just a
Bye,
second,
bye,
RIS.
bye.
We haven't finished yet.
Okay, children. Let us wait. All of you.
Thank you, Major Mohommed Ali Shah, for giving your valuable time
I know today you are being very busy, and you just on my one phone call, you agreed to address my children. So thank you very much, gratitude and salute to all, to salute to you on behalf of all RIS family, and I salute to all the soldiers of our nation. We take it you as the memento of Indian Army right now over here, and we salute to you. Thank you very much for giving your valuable time and motivating my students and teachers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. I hope your student teachers have subscribed to my YouTube channel, and I'm doing the best way to keep in touch with me. I mean, I respond. If you comment over there, you will get a reply within seconds. Right. Take care.
Yes, sir.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye, sir. Bye, bye. Bye, bye. Bye, sir.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, sir. Bye, ma'am.
Bye bye.
Teacher, bye, sir.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a nice day.
Bye, teacher. Bye. Bye, teacher.
Bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, Shamir. Bye, Shamir.